During one of my seminars, a woman asked, "How do you know if you married the right person?" Here's what I told her. Every relationship has a cycle. First, you fall in love. You await their call, desire their touch, and that weird thing they do, you actually think it's cute. Falling in love isn't hard, it's a spontaneous experience. You don't have to do anything. It just happens. Falling in love also doesn't take any wisdom or skill. It happens naturally. That's why it's called falling in love, because you are not controlling it. But after a few years of marriage, the euphoria of love fades, doesn't it? That's just the natural cycle of every relationship. Slowly but surely, the calls become a bother, if they come at all. Touch is not always welcome, and that weird thing they do, now it drives you nuts. At this point, you might ask, like the woman in my seminar did I marry the right person? And this is when marriages break down. You might start to blame your spouse for your unhappiness and seek fulfillment outside your marriage. But believe me, the solution to this problem is not with someone else. It's with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you couldn't fall in love with someone else. You could, and for a while you'd be happy. But then you'd be in the same situation with that someone else years later. Everyone knows the divorce rate in first marriages is 50%. But do you know what it is in second marriages? 70%. Third marriages? 80%. What? Shouldn't it be going down? Shouldn't people be learning from their mistakes? Usually the mistake people think they made is that they married the wrong person. But in most cases, the mistake was not who you married. It was how you loved. You see, the key to succeeding in marriage is not finding the right person. It's learning to love the person you found. Real, lasting love is not something you find. It never just happens, and there's nothing natural about it. You have to make love, day in and day out. You have to cultivate it. It takes time, effort, and energy, and most importantly, it takes wisdom. You have to know what to do to make the marriage work. Isn't that true of everything? Knowledge plus practice equals success. It's the same in marriage. Make no mistake about it. Love is not a mystery. You don't have to be lucky in love. You have to be smart. There are specific things you can do that breed intimacy and connection, and other things you shouldn't do that'll destroy any relationship. Instead of obsessing about how to find love, let's invest in learning how to love. Remember all that time and effort you put into making the wedding and the courtship great? Let's put some time and effort into making our marriage great. And if you get a moment, message me how it's going.